So this is another Donna's Diary, whatever you want to call it. I call it How Was Your Day? Bombshell. So today was evently jam-packed because I worked, so that's always evently jam-packed. And work was good though. I mean, good day. Not much to report there. Um, Mail came, and this came in the mail. Okay, y'all. Y'all know how much I love Po Folks, the restaurant. Okay, this is the president himself. He's seen me support his restaurant on Facebook. And they asked for my address because I asked them, where can I buy one of those peg games that you sell? And look at this. Today, priority mail. Made in the USA. The original IQ tester. And I'm not even taking this out of the package. That's how special this is, because the only place you can find this travel game is at Po Folks. And I just miss that restaurant so much. Living here in Illinois, we used to have them, every few yonders. And then, we would travel to Missouri to eat at Po Folks. Sometimes I think they had them even in Kentucky, Nashville, of course. And then they just slowly disappeared to by the wayside. Well, the only places that I know that you can eat at a Po Folks is down in Florida or in Alabama. And if I ever get there, by golly, that's where we're going to go. That's the very, very first spot. Ironically enough, I always tell the people at Po Folks, I write on their site all the time that my dream, and this is the God's honest truth, most people want to get married to go to Florida, go to Walt Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal Studios. Me, I want to get married to this wonderful man, and the only place we go is Po Folks and the hotel room, give or take. But, that sounds like a perfect honeymoon to me. Does it not you? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, not going to happen. I'll never forget one of the guys that I dated. He said, well, I already know what you want to do for your honeymoon. And I said, oh yeah, what's that? He goes, you want to go to a WrestleMania. And I was like at the time, well, maybe. And then I said, if they ever go to Florida. And ironically enough, WrestleMania is being held at Florida this year in April. I mean, if we were to have gotten back together, it would have been the perfect time to get engaged and go to Florida to go to WrestleMania and Po Folks. But it is what it is. Anyway, I had to share that good news moment with you. I'm still overjoyed about that, can you tell? And then after work tonight, we went down to Dollar General. They had the $5 off of 25, so I try to go in there and get things that we need around the house because Grandpa doesn't like Walmart. He's all gung-ho about not going to Walmart. And it's so hard. It really is to keep the butt within budget and try to get what you need. It's just like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and the other good news part. Y'all know how much I love to read. Well, I had gotten this book over here. Okay, so this is my second copy of the same book. But there was a deal on eBay. In order to get the newest book, Don't Give Me Butterflies, I had to get this book too. So for $7.18, which most of them online right now, this is selling for $8. So I got a second copy of the same book that I've already read, but I give it to one of my friends who loves to read anyway, so that works out pretty well. Anyway, and of course, as always, there'll be a book review when I get done reading the books. And I'll reread, of course, that first one just so I can say that I read it again. And I'll remember it maybe a little bit better so everything will tie itself together since it's a series book. I always love refreshers, like if you forget a part of it, then you can go, oh yeah, I refreshed myself. So now I remember why that's like that. And on my artwork, I have been working on this. I'm not done, but I'm my own worst critic when it comes to anything I do. My grandma's favorite color was purple, and I had to incorporate her into this. And one of my dear friends who was like a work daughter to me, her favorite color was orange. And I've asked, and she used to be a great artist too. So I kept praying all day over this, and I'm like, guide me doing this. Guide me doing this. And so, anyway, this is what I've got so far. I'm not done with it by any means. And you know, me, I'm my own, like I said, I'm my own worst critic. It said you could, in the book that I read about art, that you can use a light blue with the dark purples and it was supposed to make it stand out. Well, I didn't like light blue. So what do? I get my Primacolor pencils out, you know, those expensive pencils. I go over the light blue and I use a violet blue. And I don't know, I kind of like that though. I think it makes that purple one really stand out. Who knows? Maybe it was the light blue. Maybe it was the violet blue. Who knows? Anyway, we went out to eat at Wendy's, Grandpa and I, and my mom and Mackenzie was there because they came in town to see a movie tonight. Mackenzie's my niece for all of you first-time viewers. And then after that, came home. We have so many clocks in this house. It took forever to reset them, and yes, the one behind me is not reset, but it's like going, whew, after you get half of them done, you're just winded or, you know, tired. So I'm there. I'm like, it's done for tonight. But I am looking forward to tomorrow night working out. It's just I'm so scared that with springing forward, which, by the way, if you haven't done it, daylight savings time starts tonight. You got to spring forward, set that clock an hour fast before you go to bed. Even if you're like me and you don't want to, you don't have a choice. Because when it comes to mornings, I don't do mornings. I'm usually one of the nastiest peoples in the morning. It takes me a while to get motivated. Just saying. Anyway, whew, I'm long-winded tonight. I just wanted to share that with you. And we're getting ready for Mackenzie's birthday party, which is next weekend. I'm really excited about this. We're having fish sticks. And we're having fish potato patties. And Mackenzie's going to make her own kind of potatoes. I finally delegated tonight. I said, you know what? You want to make these special kind of potatoes? You make them. She said, okay. She had no problem with that. I'm good. I'm glad. I'm going to probably have a few different salads. Although everybody's told me that I fix way too much food. And I shouldn't fix so much food. And I'm like going, if I didn't, you wouldn't have anything to eat. And I'm not one of these people to sit down and have like a couple of side salads and a couple of salads and you're done. I mean, I want some, you know, color on the table. I want maybe some fruit cocktail, but yet you have something like Watergate salad and you have definitely the Hawaiian rolls and, you know, hello, and go from there. And that makes it more of a celebration party than anything else. And I got to tell you this. At Dollar General, they're selling these cute little things for St. Patrick's Day. And I thought, you know what? We need some pictures of everybody together. So I got the men folk, which is my mom's friend Joe and Grandpa, these St. Patrick's Day hats. Mainly because Grandpa's last name is McDowell. So he needs to look a little bit more Irish than just plain old ordinary Grandpa. You know what I'm saying? And so the men folk have like these Lucky Charm hats to wear. And they were $1 a piece. It's the place to go, I'm telling you. And so for my mom and Mackenzie, who's my niece, and my cousin, and I didn't get one for myself, but that's okay. I got them all these light up shamrock necklaces. And I'm going to make them hold the little shamrock necklace up. I'm going to make the guy fellows wear their hats, and I'm going to get their picture together. Because I have learned one thing. Enjoy life. Make every moment count. Because you don't know when you're going to get another moment to make a memory. Remember that this year, okay? Going forth. And don't take people for granted. Don't think that you're going to wake up tomorrow and, oh, they're going to be there. You know, when we lost Grandma and my dad, Mike, it was just like, you know, you don't know when the next moment's going to come. You're going to get that phone call, whether it be the middle of the night, early morning, or any time during the day. Because we're not promised the next moment, okay? And you got to, don't take for granted one person on this earth. You know, if they mean something to you, you take your time, which is a gift, and you give that gift to that person. Remember that. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm going to sing one song for you, probably pretty bad, but I feel like singing tonight, be it as it may. And then I am going to probably call it a night, which is very unusual for me. I'm usually a late night owl. So, whew, let's just hope that I can get up in time tomorrow. Please, Lord, for my job, because I love my job and I don't want to be sleeping in late. I got to be there on time. So don't you go anywhere. I'm going to sing a song for you.